But we were having it was New Year's Eve, I forget which year, but it was New Year's Eve, we had a big party. He wasn't very social, there was maybe 30 people. It wasn't a big bash, but by his standards, it was a big bash. And at the stroke of midnight, one of George's assistants comes in and whispers in George's ear, and he says, "Oh, ladies and gentlemen, please shh." So everyone's shushed. When you get shushed by a Beatle, you shush. You know? And this guy walks in. He's dressed in chauffeur's livery. He had, you know, these buttons all down here. He had jodhpurs in riding boots, and he had a chauffeur's cap, and he was dressed in black, and it was wow. And he was carrying this like a jewelry case, as if it was a necklace. It was a long oblong velvet case. And he quite silently came up to George and said, "This is from Sir Joseph Lockwood of EMI, which was their record label." So, you know, we all huddle around, and George opens it, and it's a solid gold telegram, about 12 by 4. Solid gold telegram. He could barely lift it out of the case. And inscribed on it was, "From Sir Joseph Lockwood and all at EMI Records, to George Harrison on the sale of your 1000th record." Wow. Now this was back in the mid-70s.
Billion, yeah.
With a B.
It's hard to even comprehend that number.
No, I can't. Maybe Bill Gates might know it. But anyway, so George looked at it and looked at us and said, "That'll make a nice paperweight." Anyway, where were we? And, you know, I was like...
They're on another level. You know, Bad Company is one of the great classic rock bands of all time. There isn't an hour that goes by. There isn't a city in the Western world where at some point there isn't one of your songs on the radio. And for all of this, for Beatles, for Stones, Led Zeppelin, The Who, Bad Company, Aerosmith, all the bands that we love, the Allman Brothers, Rush, you name your favorite band. Yet the Beatles stand on a shelf higher than that. Yours is as successful as there can be, and there's a shelf above you.
Well, they still, I think they're still the #1 selling band of all time. Still. They might be second or third now, I don't know who's overtaken them, but in terms of sheer sales, no, the Beatles will never be touched.
I can't imagine the pressure cooker of being in that.
But listen, they've been around. They were only around from 63 to 70. So that's 7 years. And their recordings still leave us in the dust. What they achieved, and it was 3 certain albums, excuse me, Rubber Soul, and Revolver, Rubber Soul, and the one after.
And Pepper.
Oh, I forgot about that.
50th anniversary. 50th anniversary.
Using 4 tracks. I use 8 tracks for my drums. You know, they used 4 tracks, and they ping pong. They'd put 2 tracks onto one and ping pong that, and they'd layer and layer, and they managed to achieve what they achieved. That's why I'm here. I think one of the reasons why I took up drums was to be a Beatle. I was only 13.
That's the